when I come to each wedding, my task is to photograph each part of it, not because I want to please the vendors, but of course it's an important part of the job as well. I want to see their wedding Instagrams to bloom with my pictures, and it makes me really proud. It means that I do all the aspects of my work perfectly. But I also want these pictures to be received by the couple, because for them it's also the part of their wedding day. For example, my couples order oysters, and sometimes, like for example, my last wedding, she told me, Diana, have you seen the oysters? Because we haven't even tried them. They were busy with taking pictures, family, whatever. But luckily, I was running and I was passing by the oyster station. I was like, "Oh, oysters!" And I said, "Yes, I have the oyster picture." And she said, "Oh my God, I'm so excited," because the oysters, they appeared for a short time, part of them, and then they're gone. So yeah, I mean, it's important for them. As a photographer, we have this misconception that it's only the portraits of the bride and groom and probably their intimate family that they cherish. But no, they cherish everything. They book a car they want to see there, if it's a retro car, for example, or they choose this particular flowers. And it's a win-win for both you, the vendors, and also the couple when you concentrate on covering all the aspects of a wedding day.
This is such a valuable insight, and it's not that on the surface that many photographers don't get how important the wedding day and how important every little detail the couple put their time in organizing. And it's a beautiful story about oysters that they've not seen, but then they're like, "Hey, I've got it," and they will tell the story, and they will show the picture, and they'll say to their guests and to their friends, they show the pictures like, "Thanks God, Diana will took a picture." Yeah, that's beautiful.
And sometimes as photographers, still we can't get inside their minds. We're a little bit of an intruders, and we need to predict what might be extremely important for them. And for example, my friend, she's one of the top 5, for me she is a top 1 stationary artist, and she taught me how to do the flat lace, because I felt like 2 years ago, I felt so uncomfortable with them. It was like an hour of frustration during a wedding day to put this envelopes on a flat surface and do something with them. I was scared. But she told me, Diana, it's important because it's a summary of their wedding day, put in one picture. You have like a picture of a castle, their names, probably the names of the guests, probably a menu card where they have. So it's literally a roadmap of their wedding day put together in one picture. And you have to not just bring like nice little adds-on, like styling kits, like a nice ribbon or a flower, make it personal for them. Find the flower that might have been in her wedding bouquet, or her mother's pearls that she would want to put on her neck afterwards. So all the elements are important, and only understanding the couple deeply and expanding this palette of techniques, you really make it a full gallery for them without missing the important bits.
This is so valuable. This is such a comprehensive wrapped up insight that you're mentioning that comes back into building a relationship, and this is something that we've not yet discussed. And what you mentioned about vendors and planners, it's about creating a connection and relating and helping each other. And also your course is about like how to genuinely create meaningful connections that drive mutual referrals, that drive mutual help also in the industry. And the same with the clients. You mentioned it's like psychology. You go into the brain of your clients and you analyze what is important exactly for this couple, how exactly they want to remember this day. It's not about just like camera clips, right?
Right, absolutely.
So beautiful. There are a lot of people out there, they starting photography as a hobby. It's something they've discovered by accident, and then they secretly wanting to make this full-time business, full-time profession. But it sounds so overwhelming and it's so scary. What can you say to these people that want to make this transition?
There is this joke that I used to work 40 hours a week, and now I'm working 24/7. So this is our life. Especially I work with lots of guys from the US, like US wedding planners, US couples. They usually message me around 11 a.m., 12 a.m., p.m. Sorry, you understood me, guys. Like late in the night, and I still feel that it's my obligation to reply. So I try to be working 24/7, basically. Yes, but coming back to your question is, I also used to work in the office. I don't know if lots of my followers know that, but I used to work as a music expert in YouTube. Beautiful times in my life. But there was this moment where I felt either I now switch to full-time photography, or photography will never become my main work and my main achievement. I don't know how to call it, my main business, but I don't feel it as business, like my main craft. And it was super scary. It was like losing the ground, because you got used to earning every month like this particular amount, and feeling confident that you will survive the next month. But especially since when I left, this feeling is gone, and you have to rely on yourself, rely on trust in yourself and the particular strategy that you developed, and hope for better. It worked out in my case, and I think it will work out for everyone who persistently and consistently will follow this strategy that once created. That's why I think it's important to invest in your education and in mentorship and in portfolio, especially beforehand, when you have this kind of like a safety net for yourself, to have a clear roadmap of what to do when you are out there in the water, like a little yacht in the ocean. So you have to know where to navigate to.